What's up, Lucky Heads? It's Ayla from Electroheads here, and I have come all the way from London to Glasgow to come meet up with the epic adventurer that is Ethan Overton. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, he has travelled all the way from the bottom of the UK right to the tippy top, conquering over 1,000 miles and visiting some of the most crudest name locations along the way. I'm talking Shitterton, Twat, Cockbridge, Peniston. If you caught our last video, you would have seen that Ethan actually came down to our studio and we sponsored him with an electric bike, and he chose the Wau X Pro. So we're gonna see how that bike has held up, we're gonna see how he's held up, and stick around because I've got a very exciting announcement that involves you lot at home and the bike that Ethan has been riding. So stay tuned. Let's go meet him. Ethan, hello. Here she is. Oh my goodness. The steed, look at her.
So here we have the Wau X Plus long range edition. It's come with me all the way to Twat, so that's 1,000 odd miles. This is what it looks like after 1,000 miles worth of cycling. We've got the little Twat sticker, because that's exactly where I ended up.
Oh my God. Twat was your final location, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So that was in Orkney, which is north Scotland. So Shetland's the furthest island, Orkney's the one beneath, but you still got to get a ferry over. Things that I've found, well, like battle wounds, if you like. If you look closely, you see how it's pink? So when I was in Orkney, there was like a crew of people that were waiting for me with all goods, and there was this guy in a BMW that handed me a milkshake out the window, and he opened it and I started drinking it, but it's really windy in Orkney, so all the bike's covered in like strawberry milkshake. With this bike, I was told that there are brake lights and indicators. So if we look at the rear, if you hold the brakes down, brakes come on, which is really useful if I didn't have the panniers in the way. Panniers, I still don't know what they're called. And you've got some indicators as well, but I actually didn't end up using them. Reason being is because I found people don't look. They much rather prefer your arms, and because I was in like a high vis, there we are.
There it is, that's what we all know.
There you are. Because I was in this, they were more paying attention to my body rather than the bike. If you look from a distance, it just looks like cycling Twat. Let me show you.
Oh, Ethan, it actually does.
Because the 1,000 miles is so much smaller, so people couldn't see it. So it just looks like cycling Twat, and everyone was just calling me a twat when I was cycling past.
You twat.
Good laugh. Battery I found was really good. So it says, I think it says 100 miles it can do, but that's on the lowest level assist. So when you got hills and stuff, I kept it around 1 or 2 out of 9, and that seemed to sort me out for the whole day. And when I got tired towards the end, we just shoot the battery up, and then it just gave me that final boost to wherever I was sleeping that night, whether it be a hospital, university, classroom, or an abandoned dam. This bike got me there. So just before I slagged this rack off, it wasn't anything to do with the bike. This was a £14 eBay jobby. Basically, what ended up happening was if we come down here, you see that we got PVC pipe. So I bumped into someone in, I can't remember where it was, but I bumped into a bloke called Liam, who was a mechanic, and he came down with his van, and we like bent some PVC pipe and zip ties so it all stayed together. We put some like, I think it's nylon locking bolts so it all stays together because it was all rattling itself apart. And then essentially, there's only one here, there were 2, but this arm shot through and it kind of ripped all the fabric. This is all my daily essentials like food and stuff, sleeping mat, there's my towel. I had a disaster with the washing machine flooding last night, so all my is wet. And then the waterproof bag up top with all my dry clothes in.
So one thing we're all dying to know is how the Wau X Plus handled the hills.
You want an honest opinion?
Yeah, 100%.
Not very well, to be honest, but I was going up the steepest hills in the UK, so I've been told. So 30% incline, it doesn't really do much. So what I ended up doing, this gives you a boost initially, and then it kind of slows down. So if I was going left and right really sharp, it would give me that initial boost to go up to 30%. So if I was going up a really steep hill, I'd go left and right rather than just straight up.
Okay, it's really starting to rain now, but just to make it very clear, obviously Ethan was hitting 30% gradient hills, so I think with a bike like this that is 27 kilograms, it is going to struggle a little bit more on the hill. It does need that extra boost, plus all the gear and everything that's on this bike. That is something to consider. Of course, Ethan is going to struggle. Oh my God, it's really starting to rain now. All right, so Ethan reckons this actually probably weighs in total about 40 kilograms. So, can I lift this? Oh my God, how the do you lift this? Oh my God. Okay, to be fair, I would not want to be carrying that up and down steps or trying to chuck that on a train. How did you put this thing on a train? Did you count many stairs?
Yeah, loads. So with stairs, the art of it is like making sure this isn't in front, otherwise you whack your shins and that's really painful. And then say if this is a step, right? What we do is lift it up and then you'd hold the brakes and then I'd go up, and then again, until you get to the top of the staircase. But generally in the staircases there are a lot of people, so you piss a lot of people off trying to get a bike up. I've been encountering as well. People just like to yell at you when you're going past because they know you're not going to say anything. It's idiot, twat.
I mean, you do have twat written on your back, so it's kind of asking for it.
Yeah, very true.
Okay, we've just come under some shelter because it is it down right now. So Ethan's going to quickly talk us through comfort.
Yeah.
Comfort, Ethan. How did the bike cushion your ass?
So beautifully, to be honest. Is this an upgraded seat? It is, isn't it?
Yes, that's the upgraded seat.
As you can see, I think it's memory foam in there. It's beautiful. There's a couple springs as well. You've got a little air hole there as well. Way better than the Cyber to Ukraine. Yeah, that's not me slagging off the other bike company, by the way. I had like a third-party seat that wasn't very good on it. But yeah, beautiful. My arse is feeling great after 18 days of cycling.
So we were just chatting about basically how mucky the bike is, and that has helped deter thieves along the way for Ethan. We need to give it a clean, don't we, Ethan?
We do. I think it's time to head to the car wash.
All right, I'm gonna get a bike. Let's go over. Right, we found some rental bikes. So I'm just gonna unlock one of these and we're gonna find a car wash. I don't have a helmet, but just don't copy me. Just don't do this at home. Please always wear a helmet. Right now, I've got a bike. Should we go? Right, so we've just rocked up at the car wash and there is no car wash. But we have found a little laundrette for Ethan.
Sorry. Hello. Yes, we're at the laundrette. Basically what happened last night, I put a washing load on in this Airbnb. The washing load exploded and it leaked all over the floor. What? So all my stuff's wet. The dryer as well looks massive. I reckon I could probably fit in there, to be honest.
Okay, let's not do that today.
Yeah, well, that's for another day.
Ethan's gonna get clean clothes.
Look at all of this.
Oh,
yeah.
If only we had smell cam right now.
Yeah, there we are. There's the Electroheads merch. It's got all the way here. Yeah, I'll just chuck everything in there.
We're really getting to know Ethan from the inside out on this journey. Okay, so while we wait for the washing, I want you to talk me through your journey.
So we started at Shiston, which was on the south coast of the UK by Bournemouth. And then in that same town, we had Butt Lane. That was literally just down the road. And then it was a 2 or 3 day cycle to Bell End, which is in Birmingham. That was great. I think then it was Penistone. I think it's pronounced Penistone. Yeah. West Penistone. So that's like a big place, actually. Cockermouth was next.
Sorry?
That was like a big county, Cockermouth. It's quite big. Big Cockermouth, yeah. You've then got Dick Place, which is like a little road in Edinburgh. Yeah. Little road in Edinburgh. Oh no, I missed Cock Lane. Cock Lane was before Dick Place. I can't remember where in the UK that was, but that had a really good sign that was definitely not very easy to nick. And then it was to Twat. So I think, then there's Cockbridge. No, it's Cockbridge. Cockbridge was in Scotland before Twat, and it was crap because there was no signs because they'd all been nicked. So I found all these places actually, all the signs have been nicked because people want them on their bedroom walls and stuff, which is understandable, to be honest.
Highlight of the trip.
Highlight of the trip. Lake District, probably. I'd probably say that was probably one of the most scenic. But then past Inverness, that was also very pretty. But there's no service. I couldn't upload for you guys.
Low point.
When I was cycling in the dark, I passed Inverness and it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And the guy came to come pick me up. That, I was quite worried about that. And the battery was running low. I was charging it at a public toilet. That was pretty low.
That's quite good to find a plug in a public toilet.
Yeah, there wasn't any on the floor, but there was a radiator like in the ceiling, so I had to like tiptoe, climb on the bike. Yeah.
What would you have done differently?
What would I have done differently? Probably buy better accessories, to be honest. But then again, it made for good content with meeting up with you guys and fixing it. I probably would have bought better stuff at the back and maybe got a drone or like a stick. A stick for the Insta360 because that's like a drone shot, hasn't it?
Weirdest, craziest route that Google Maps took you?
There's quite a few. To rivers
instead of roads?
Yeah, rivers instead of roads. Non-existent paths. Oh yeah, the witches' gates. You know, the ones where you have to move around, put the gate in, and you have to lift the bike over that. Cattle grids, but like fenced cattle grids, they were hard. Yeah. Anywhere I would have to lift the bike up. The map's taken me around pedestrian routes, not cycling routes. Yeah. I don't know how you walk over a river though, to be honest. So
Jesus did
it.
I don't know.
So... Yeah. I don't know where it was sending me.
Don't know if you can reveal this yet, but what are you planning on doing next?
Yeah, we can't reveal that yet. But we have been in talks with Electroheads with potentially doing another partnership. So stay tuned for that one. Stay tuned. And we're about to tell you, once this wash is done, what we're going to be doing next with this bike. Yes, we are. Well, we're
down by the beautiful Glasgow waterfront, and we're going to tell you what we're going to do with this bike. What are we doing, Ethan?
Yeah, basically we're going to be doing a giveaway to one of you lucky lot. We've put a collab post over on Instagram. We'll pop it here. I think we've had like nearly 400 entries so far. All you got to do is follow Electroheads, like the post.
And Ethan, of course.
And yeah, and myself. Tag 3 friends, and then you will be entered.
Great.
That's what you got to do.
And we are going to try and give this bike a clean, whether
Yeah.
or not we are able to do that today or not. I'm going to be taking this bike back with me on the train to London, so
Yeah.
wish me luck with that one. And we will announce the winner soon, so keep your eyes peeled.
Stay tuned.
We're going to head over to another petrol station to see if we can get this bike washed. Second time lucky.
I've left Ailish behind because she hasn't got the leg capacity to get up these hills.
The hills are so steep here in Glasgow, and I could only find non-electric rental bikes. I've decided to walk instead of cycle.
Right, I've been waiting here for about 10 minutes now. What is taking you so long?
Oh no. Oh no.
The weather's not even that bad. I guess we'll just car watch then. Saw a Lamborghini go past earlier.
Hello. I had to be a peasant and walk.
So we've been waiting about half an hour for you to turn up, messing about with the bike. But you're here now, and we don't have anything to wash the bike with, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I don't know what we're going to do with that. Unless the guys in the giveaway want a dirty bike, we can sort that out.
Well look, I think if we've tried 2 different service stations and there's not been any joy, I think it's a sign that probably we shouldn't be jet washing an electric bike anyway. We were going to be careful and not do the electric components, but I think I'll just get this back to London and we're going to give it a good clean, and then one of you could have this in your possession in a few weeks' time. Are you feeling, Ethan?
Sad. Good things come to an end.
So you're going to give me this tatty little thing
Yeah.
and helmet as well, right? Oh my gosh. We made it 4.5 hours later. It's 9:15. Is the bike still there? Let's see. Yeah.